this hyping of the Durham investigation is going to interrupt the failure to hype the Hunter Biden scandal. I mean, in all honesty, I'm sort of shocked that they can't find more on Hunter Biden. Can someone help me with this? They have the laptop. Release the laptop. Like, what is on the laptop that's so damaging?
Yeah, it's weird. There's that one clip where James Comer was basically asked that question. He was like, all the media outlets have the laptop. And it's like, I don't know if they do have.
Well, they might, but why aren't you showing the American public? You're on the media right now. You should be showing the American public.
And you're the chair of the committee.
The incriminating evidence on the laptop. Here is Ron Johnson on with Larry Kudlow, and even Larry Kudlow is like, really? I wonder how you feel when you get Ron Johnson on your show, and you're just like, Jesus, couldn't get anybody else with half of a. What's next, Tommy Tuberville? Here is
the drunk object meets the stupid force.
This is somehow Ron Johnson's up on the what's going on in the investigation.
Biden himself, as vice president and maybe as president, has not yet been clearly fingered. The so-called bribery allegations, pay for play by national, affecting some kind of policies, hasn't that last step or two, Senator Johnson, we haven't really fingered him. And I don't know how important this informant is. I don't know if there's anybody else that could do it, but it seems to me that's going to leave a very big missing link.
Well, we need all the bank records. I know James Comer hasn't been able to get all the bank records. But let's face it, criminals hide their criminal activity. They don't make it easy for people to uncover their wrongdoing. And so these investigations are painstaking. You've got to pick up one piece of evidence and try and follow that thread to the next piece. And again, when you've got a complicit and corrupt media that won't report the truth that shows in terms of all the evidence we already do know of the corruption of the Biden family, but we still elect this guy president and they're still covering up for him. It's a real issue.
First off, I mean, it's true. It's hard to solve a crime, but they don't even have the crime. They not only have no evidence of the crime, they don't even have the allegation of the crime. It's just general corruption.
Right.
And, one way to get around the media not revealing the rest of the evidence would be if you could somehow get on, let's say, I don't know, Fox Business Live and tell people what the evidence was.
But the other thing that I always get curious about with stuff like this is how they square the distinction between Biden being like in super like cognitive decline and not being
checked out and not controlled.
Being controlled by his cabal of unelected bureaucrats and stuff, while also Ron Johnson being like he's a trained criminal, like he knows how to cover his tracks.
It was all for him. He said, "Let the big guy get a taste," that sort of stuff. It's like, a little bit contradictory.
A lot of people making the point. Courier 11-second fingering Hunter Biden tops the GOP agenda for the zillionth year in a row.